Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Isabel Polito and today we're going to be doing a stretch and mobility routine. Okay, so if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in child's pose, so just slowly get into child's pose. And just stretching, really pressing into the palm of your hands. And then we're going to slowly roll forward down onto our stomach. And then from there, we're going to press back up into our child's pose. And you want to make sure when you're going from each position that you're really rolling through your spine. So you really get nice undulation in the spine. And then you're reversing it, going back to child's pose. And we'll come again forward, making sure you're moving nice and slow. Good, and now we're pressing back. Good, and now we're going to come forward again. And pressing back. We're going to hold child's pose for a little bit. Then we're going to slowly roll forward into all fours. Good. Now from here, we're going to reach our right arm up, and then we're going to thread it through under our left arm. So reaching up, thread it all the way through to stretch that shoulder, and you're going to bring it back up to reach. And then from there, we're just going to lower it back down. Good. Now we're doing the left arm, so reach up, and then we're threading it through. And you're going to bring it back up to reach and lower. Good. We'll do one more on each side. And right arm, thread it through and reach up and lower. Last time, left arm up and thread it through. Good. And reach up and lower. Great. Okay, now from here, we're going to reach our right arm. We're going to go overhead, reach it back behind us. Then we're going to bring it back forward and lower. Good, left arm. So overhead, reach it behind us, bring it back in front of us, and lower. Good, right arm up and back, and forward and lower. Last time, left arm up and back, and forward and lower. Good. Now we're going to do cat and then exhale cow. Good. So inhale cat, moving nice and slow, and exhale cow. Good. Keep going and inhale cat and exhale cow. Good. Inhale cat and exhale cow. Good. Now from here we're going to tuck into downward dog. Good. And we're just going to walk it out. Whatever feels good here. If you want to just hold downward dog, you can, or if you want to continue pedaling, that's great too. Okay, now we're going to lift up onto releve. We're going to bend our knees, press back up and lower, and repeat that. So releve, bend the knees lower, stretch, and lower the heels. Good. Again, up, bend the knees, and stretch, and lower the heels, and releve, bend the knees, and stretch, and lower. Good. Now we're just going to walk forward. And from here, we're just going to plie all the way down and then press back up to stretch our knees. Good. And we're going to go again. Bend and stretch. And bend. Good. And stretch. Good. Try to get closer. Bend and stretch. Good. And now from here, we're just going to grab opposite elbows and we're just going to kind of sway side to side. So grabbing opposite elbows, and you can sway a little bit. Good. If you want to bend your knees a little bit further, you can, or if you want to keep them straight. Good. Just really releasing any tension. Now we're going to roll all the way down, and we're going to sit on our bottom. Good. So now we're going to be doing some cat and cows in a seated position. So we're going to grab the backs of our knees, and we're going to lift up, and then we're going to exhale into cat, and then inhale into cow. Good. Try to look up if you can. Exhale, nose to chest. Good. And inhale, cow. Good. Exhale, cat. And inhale, cow. Good. Exhale again, rounding as much as you can. And inhale. Good. So now from here, we're going to put our hands behind our head and we're going to do the same thing. So inhale, looking up, and exhale, rounding, bringing our elbows in. Good. And inhale. You should really feel this in the upper back. And exhale. Good. And again, inhale, opening those elbows to the sides as far as you can. And exhale, bringing them in towards your head. Good. And inhale. Good. And exhale, rounding as much as you can. Good. Now from here, we're going to place our arms in line with our shoulders, and we're just going to be lifting up into reverse tabletop. So we're going to go up and then just lower. Good. And 2 and lower. Good. We'll do 2 more and 3. Press into those hands and the feet. Good. And 4. Good. Now we're going to extend our legs straight into reverse plank and just pressing into those hands, and we're just going to hold. 2, 3, 4. Press up higher. Good. And lower. Nice. Now from here, we're going to go port de bras forward, and then we're going to undulate and roll up. And again, port de bras forward, reaching past the toes and slowly rolling up. Good. We'll do 2 more. Port de bras forward and rolling up. And then this last time, we're going to hold the forward fold. So just holding, breathing, trying to release any tension, making sure we're pressing those shoulders down, trying to flatten your back and reach past the toes even more. Good. And now we're just going to come up. And from here, we're just going to swing our legs back behind us and go into your all fours. Then we're going to tuck the toes and send our hips back into downward dog. Good. We can walk it out a little bit here. And then next, we're going to be bringing our right leg into a forward lunge. So bring your right leg forward in between your hands and then drop your back knee down. Good. From here, we're just going to be shifting our weight forward and back. And we're going to go forward and press back. And forward and back. Good. Make sure the core is engaged. Forward and back. And we're lifting up in the lower stomach. Good. Now we're going to reach our right hand back behind us. So reaching right hand back. And then we're going to bring it forward and we're going to curve. And reaching back and forward curve. Good. Again, reach back. And we're going to grab our foot and we're just going to stretch our quad. Try to bring it in towards your glute as close as you can. If you need to kind of play around with it to release any tension. Good. And then just release that. And then we're going to press back. And we're just going to inhale, flatten our spine as much as possible. And then we're just going to lower and then press back up. Good. And lower and press back up. And we're going to do it one more time. And then on the third time, we're going to hold. Good. So we're just holding. Good. Breathing. And then from here, we're going to press and lift our hips. Good. And if you want to flex the front foot, you can, and bend your back knee. Good. And then from here, we're going to slowly lift our left leg into a standing split. So make sure the weight is in the ball of your right foot, not in the heel. Good. And really lift that leg up. Try to stretch your knee, point your toes. Good. And then lower it back down. And we're just going to forward fold. Good. And then from here, we're going to send our right leg back. So now we're doing all of that on the left. Good. So we're going to start with, again, sending those hips forward and pressing them back. Good. Remember, your stomach is engaged here. Your abs are engaged. Your lower stomach, the glutes are engaged to really lift you up so we're not just sitting in this pose. Good. And then from here, we're reaching the left arm back. And then we're curving it and rounding our spine forward. Good. And 2. And rounding forward. Good. And 3. And now we're going to grab that back foot. Good. And trying to bring it in as close as you can to your glute. Good. Holding it. Good. And then we'll release. Good. Now we're going to send our hips back again. And we're going to lift tall, flex that left foot, and go port de bras forward and lift up. Try to flatten your back, forward and lift. And one more time, forward. Good. And we're going to hold. Good. Keep breathing. Now from here, we're going to press, lifting our hips. Good. and making sure your feet aren't too far apart, and you can flex that front foot. And then we're coming into our standing split, so just make sure your weight again is over on the left foot now. Good. And lower. Good. Now from here we're going to roll down. Good. And then we're just going to do a nice butterfly stretch. So really making sure we're nice and tall here, lifting up, pressing those knees down to the floor. Good. And we're going to inhale and pull the breath forward. If you want to reach your arms out in front of you. Good. Really trying to lengthen the spine here. Breathing to release any tension in your hips. Good. Then from here, we're going to slowly come up. Then we're going to extend our legs out in front of us, and we're going to do one final forward fold. Okay, and that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!